Hello and welcome to Next Stop News. We're currently testing out a new system due to previous technical difficulty with iMovie, also to get a grasp of which software you guys enjoy better. So, as of now, we are temporarily sponsored by KineMaster. We're doing this update since a lot has changed in the community and at a rapid pace, and since I do believe a lot will be changing in March once the LFS hybrids come. Here's what we'll be discussing. So, first off, the 7 countdown clocks are now at every station from Main Street to Times Square as of February 5th. Hudson Yards is the last remaining station without them.
7 train to Flushing Main Street, approaching the station. Manhattan, local 7 train to 34th Street, Hudson Yard, approaching the station.
Concerning the R160s on Queens Boulevard, Jamaica likes to mix their Alstoms and Siemens together a lot. 2 examples being 8708 with 9068 and 8988 with 9283 on the R. Speaking of Alstom, Bombardier has closed the sale of its transportation agency to Alstom. Bombardier will get $3.6 billion, including $600 million in Alstom shares. Bombardier will now be a solely business jet producing company. Oh dear. This was due to the R179s and COVID-19. For more info, visit the link in the description below. An image of the first 9100 series M9 9101 in construction was released on January 28th. Credit to ChooChoo15 on Instagram for the photo. R42A's 1906 to 1907, the last Corona Yard singles, were sent to Livonia for shuttle service last month. The 7 ash garbage train will now be served exclusively by R134s. The shuttle is now officially overpowered with 29 singles reserved for usage, a spare factor that did not exist when the R62As were on the 7. It's been a year since the R42 officially retired as of February 12th, running on the A to perform its final runs. What a wonderful and notable day. Due to a light blizzard on January 26, 2021, 2016 Nova Bus LFSA 5442, as well as 2010 and 2013 units 1277 and 5335 were dispatched to the M100. This marked the first time that a Cuomo LFSA ran in service on the M100, something I wanted to see since 5439 hit service at Kingsbridge in 2017. 8 Arctics were present on the M100 on February 4th as well. We saw another wave of snowstorms on February 1st and February 7th, bringing us another chance to catch snow loans at Tuskegee, Quill, LaGuardia, West Farms, and other depots, while shutting down outdoor MTA operations as seen on this winter plan map, and almost all New Jersey transit service. No Neoplans, no Comets, no nothing. Anyways, many saw this as the last stand for the old gens participating in snow loans, as they will be gone by next winter. Perhaps MTA Bus will have remnants of old gens in operation next winter, but we'll have to wait and see. 3800s ran on the Q10, 3rd gens, LFSs, old gens, and XD40s ran out of Quill, and Tuskegee ran mostly next gens with some old gens. West Farms used LFSs again. Though the second storm didn't yield interborough loans like the first one did, Manhattanville still lent out a helping hand to Tuskegee. Glad I got to enjoy those old gens, since next year it'll just be LFS HEVs and XDE40s performing the Manhattan loans, and possibly the Bronx loans too, at least the LFSs that is. LFS HEVs loaning at West Farms is going to be amazing! 22 is currently back at Kingsbridge as of February 5th, and 9510 with 9560 were kicking strong at East New York. 9622 hit service on February 2nd out of Kingsbridge for a very brief moment on the M100. As of February 8th, however, it has hit the M100, BX7, BX3, BX10, BX7 again, and BX13 in that order. Kingsbridge and East New York literally have, with East New York having 2 XDE40s and Kingsbridge having 2 LFS HEVs, the only 2 of their kind. On February 3rd, we were given an update to the status of the hybrids in general. 152 LFS hybrids are still headed to Manhattanville, but the 15 Bay XDE40s that Manhattanville would have received will be going to Mother Claire Hale instead to promote fleet uniformity there. Mother Claire Hale will pretty much be all XDE40 for the M1 and M7, and therefore should be receiving 9560 very soon. East New York will still get the XDE40s, but not Grant, so a lot of predictions have been off. Manhattanville, Quill, Grand, Fresh Pond, and even Jamaica receiving these units have all been incorrect. The final roster of these depots is East New York, Stingle, and Hale, 9510 to 9534 at East New York, 9535 to 9559 at Casey Stingle, and 9560 to 9619 at Mother Claire Hale. These 110 units will begin arriving in June and will continue until November. The 291 LFS hybrids are expected to begin arriving by March and end in September. It's going to be so awesome to see them at Kingsbridge and Manhattanville. LFS Quest Part 3, let's go. The diesel LFS order of 209 buses, 8755 to 8963, is set to begin arriving in droves in September and finish up in February 2022, making the old gens at Queens Village among the last to retire when this series arrives there. However, there has been speculation that Kingsbridge will just send their next gens to Queens Village instead of waiting for the LFSs to arrive at Queens Village. So we will have to wait and see what happens on that foot. So, XDE40s are going to East New York, Stingle, and Mother Claire Hill. LFS HEVs are going to Kingsbridge, Gun Hill, Manhattanville, Quill, and Tuskegee. LFS diesels are going to East New York, Stingle, Queens Village, Jamaica, and Castleton. Consider this an update to the video entitled New Hybrids Are Coming, which was released in December. Also, we will see next gens at Baisley Park in the near future. Whether they will be smooth top or rough top remains to be seen. B-Line fleet replacement. As of February 1st, 2021, the B-Line system has purchased an XDE40 order with an XDE35 option to complement the XDE60s. This order will replace the Orion 5s currently present there, and possibly the old gens. I recommend that you catch these units in time. You have to know what to prioritize when you fan, but everyone's different with this decision. Meanwhile, we have received info on a new Xcelsior type known as the Xcelsior AV, New Flyer's first automated heavy-duty bus. It is currently possessed by Robotic Research in Maryland to test out its zero-emissions charge technology incorporated into automation, because who said only cars get to be autonomous? This AV technology presents several new and useful features such as visualizing the environment into 3D LIRR technology, pedestrian and vehicle detection and avoidance using 360-degree sensors, course adjustment, precision docking, vehicle-to-vehicle and vehicle-to-infrastructure communication using vehicle alerts like Vehicle Sense T, improved bus depot safety, self-parking, day and night operation, running without needing a GPS if necessary, and performance analytics using Insight. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration indicates that AVs offer fourfold potential benefits: economic and societal, saving $242 billion in costs incurred by motor vehicle crashes; safety using ADAS tech to prevent human error; efficiency and convenience, roads filled with AVs could smooth traffic flow and reduce traffic congestion, freeing up to 50 minutes per day; and mobility, accessibility, and jobs. AVs could create new employment opportunities for approximately 2 million people with disabilities. So it's a pretty outstanding model, and I do hope that the MTA gets some of these Xcelsior AVs in the near future if they are confident on automatic driving, perhaps maybe in 2024 or beyond. 5369 went to Zariga on February 3rd, and 7098 with 7140 from East New York went to Jackie Gleason on February 6th for maintenance. 1300 to 1304 are getting their feet under them a bit, and the flip dots at College Point are getting the chance to run a little while longer, because the 1300s are not coming in as quickly as expected. However, 1305 to 1307 were assigned to College Point as of February 1st, and were reported at College Point as of February 3rd. 1308 is also in New Jersey as of February 5th, and 1309 to 1311 have joined it as of February 10th. 23 was reported at Far Rockaway as of February 4th, making this the second time it has served out of Far Rockaway, at least for training purposes. Also, MCI D4500 CT 2247 is back at Yonkers as of February 4th as well. The 2021 XN40 1980 is now in service at NICE, debuting on the N20H as of February 4th. Man, a lot of stuff happened on that day. We are expected to receive 4 more units in addition to XN40 1980, taking us all the way up to 1984 and increasing NICE's spare factor. They're going to need it. Speaking of NICE, sadly, an XN40 1950 caught fire on the 5th of February. Also, 1087, another XN60, out of Jackie Gleason was involved in a collision. 4560 out of Grand got into an accident with a car. 4755, also from Grand, got into a crash. And 5480 out of Gun Hill caught fire while in service. 2007 Old Gen 6879 from Queens Village and 2004 to 2006 MCIs 3034, 3038, and 3113 were retired as of February 5th. MTA is purchasing 70 electric buses, 45 for New York City Transit, most likely Grand and or Quill, and 25 for MTA Bus, possibly Eastchester or Baisley Park. I hope that this is a positive step towards helping the MTA become all electric by 2040. But I do believe that the 2040 deadline may have been pushed back due to COVID. The Main Street Busway has launched as of January 31st, which will be really helpful for the influx of buses there. I mean, hey, Stengel, Jamaica, Queens Village, Eastchester, College Point, and Nice all use that little section of land known as Main Street, and it's one of the busiest transit hubs in the city. Did I mention Long Island Railroad is also there? Therefore, I feel that the bus and truck only lanes are well deserved for Main Street. Additionally, all of the old gens which were loaned to Spring Creek and College Point to help the C40s out have returned to their respective depots. The 11 Neoplans left at Fairview are in significant danger, as only 1 to 3 units run per day now, due to the fact that up to XD60 20891 are at service in the garage. Fight on, Neos, fight on. The 20880s for the most part were split between Hilton and Fairview garages, while the rest of the 20890s will likely be split between Fairview to deliver the final Neo KO and Meadowlands to expand Arctic capabilities on the Route 126 to Hoboken. However, 20825 was transferred to Hilton, 20845 was transferred to Big Tree, 20880 was transferred to Fairview, 20893 was delivered to Meadowlands, and 20909 was reported at St. Cloud. What does this mean? 20801 to 20825, 20882 to 83, and 85 will be at Hilton. 20826 to 20845 will be at Big Tree, and 20846 to 20849 with 20893 to 20910 will be at Meadowlands. Finally, 20850 to 20881, 20884, and 20886 to 20892 will be at Fairview Garage. The Neoplans will be gone completely the next time we speak in March, and the 2020 XD60 order will most likely be complete by April 1st. Finally, unlike my former projection where it looked like COVID would stay at its same height due to the variants, it is actually declining, going from 300,000 to 96,000 cases a day from January 8th to February 9th. Sadly, 28 million will have been infected and over 500,000 would have perished by the time this video reaches its half-life. But with more people immunized than recorded infected, keep in mind the records can't count every single infection, things are looking up. Looks like we are treading deeper into a new and safer normal. Nevertheless, keep your guard up as carelessness can trend in the wrong direction, and with the new variants around, things could look worse really quickly. Please remain diligent. With that said, hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and share. Please subscribe, stay blessed, stay healthy, and we will see you guys at the next stop.